every child that leaves home in the morning, all parents should ensure that they go to school with breakfast, because breakfast is the energy that helps a child to understand when he or she gets to school. And like she said earlier, that our parents are in a hurry in the morning, and most times because of their busy schedule, they really don't have time to make homemade food for children. They tend to give them snacks, mostly to go to school. What is your opinion about snacks taking, and what is your recommended snacks for a child?
Actually, talking about breakfast, I'm not a fan of giving children snacks in the morning. A child in the morning should take homemade meal. Even if the mother is so busy, the mother can actually prepare something. That's why we have commercial cereal that we can give our children. And no matter how busy we are, getting 2 slices of bread with probably margarine or egg or make fish or something for your child in the morning with a cup of beverage will be fine. Or you can do cereal. So many cereal that we have around that can do for children in the morning. You can do pap in the morning, you can do oats. There's so many you can quickly make for your child. Let that child take proper meal, not about snacking in the morning. And like I said when a child is over 1 year, a portion of fruit a day. For adults, we say 5 fruits a day. So your child can actually still take fruit. Then talking about the kind of snacks we pack for our children to school. Who says you cannot pack fruits for children as snacks? I'm not a fan of biscuits or all these fizzy drinks. There's no nutrients in them. Or what class of food are we going to put them? Is it carbohydrates or is it protein? They are most time empty calorie, just bland. They don't add value. So we can pack fruits, and if it might not be, of course, I understand that our environment might be a little of a challenge, but most times if you are determined and disciplined, so many things you can get done.
Yeah.
So we can actually get a pack and put ice if possible and place the fruit in it. Or you can even get all this Ziploc bag. Put your child's fruits. There are some that you might not need to pre-cut, because if you pre-cut some, the surface area might change. Like a piece of banana, put in your child's Ziploc bag. Another day, put apple in your child's Ziploc bag. Get orange. You must have actually peeled it, but don't cut it as the child gets to school. Talk to your child's teacher. I'm sure they'll be willing to do this. I remember this time in my children's school, they actually had fruit day. And I was happy that, wow, this is good. And in fact, I joined in the school fruit day. I actually went to the school and I made food for the children and for some of the teachers, because I realized that what they were doing was good, and I partner with something them. Like that. So it's a good thing. You can always do that.
Thank you so much for your experience and for sharing with us. Yeah, we've been discussing so many issues on food, good nutrition, and earlier on you talked about fizzy drink and carbonated drinks. We discovered that most students go to school with fizzy drink and carbonated drinks with their meal. What is your stand or your opinion as a nutritionist?
Like I actually remember that I said that fizzy drink should not be promoted for children. And looking at fizzy drink, if we may ask ourselves, where should we place it? Is it proteinous? I'm sure the answer is no. Does it have vitamins and whatever? No. It is just bland and empty calorie, and it does not add value to the health of a child. So why would we waste our money giving our children what will not add value to them in terms of good health? So I would rather suggest that we promote fruits. Fruits is rich in vitamins and minerals, and of course that will definitely help our children in terms of their cognitive and mental development. So packing food for our children to school should contain fruits instead of fizzy drink.
And water, right?
Of course, water is good. 2.5 liters of water every day for adults, and even children, they should take water as it's not. Of course, they can't have an overdose of water. Let them take water. It aids in food digestion, body temperature and things like that. So it's actually good to take water.
Yeah. So like most parents believe that it takes so much money before you can give a child quality food, and considering the economic situation in Nigeria now, I want to know if an average Nigerian can give a quality food, and what they should pack an average Nigerian parent, what they should pack in their child's food?
Well, fine. We know that there are so many factors that always lead to malnutrition, poverty, ignorance, and so many other things. But really, I want to believe that poverty should not be an excuse to not eating healthily. Because there are so many things that can happen. I said combining 4 nutrients together to make a meal will go a long way in helping our children. And it's just a matter of knowing what and what to combine. I'm sure in our homes we all eat rice, we all eat beans, we eat gari, we eat semo. Even the rice, it's not about cooking rice alone for your child. You can have small rice combined with small beans. That makes it 2 different nutrients. By the time you add fish, even if it's 100 naira fish, even if it's 150 naira fish, it is still fish and it is animal protein. So it's just about knowing the right things to combine. You don't need to have big money, you don't need to be rich to eat. Even some people are rich and they are not eating healthily because they don't even know how to combine things. They go to eateries and they'll come down with overweight and obesity. So even if you are not rich, with the little that you have, just be able to combine things together. 100 naira fish, 100 naira crayfish, 50 naira fruits, and all that will go a long way in helping our children. So really, I don't believe that until you have big money. So if you are packing food for your children, you can do rice and beans. You can do egg. So the rice is 1 nutrient, as in the carbohydrate. The beans is 1 nutrient, that's the animal protein. The egg, 13 or 14 egg is 1 nutrient, that's the egg. That's animal protein. That's making 3 nutrients already, and you said 4 nutrients. By the time you now give your child banana or apple, making 4 nutrients. If your child is taking this on a daily basis, of course, you need to interchange. It might not be rice all the time like that. By the time you now do semo with 15 naira okra, 15 naira crayfish, that's also another 3 nutrients. With another food, 4 nutrients. I tell you, that child do well even in school, because when the brain is developed in terms of nutrition, cognitive development is sure for that child, and good school performance for the child.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's been wonderful discussing and knowing what a child should take to school, what a child should eat in school. It is important that we give our children quality food with good quantity and at interval. She has dealt with so many questions today on nutrition for children in school. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Welcome back to Talk 30 with Buki Lawa. We've been discussing with the principal nutritionist, General Hospital, Ifako Ijayi. We've been talking on the topic, good nutrition as it affects school children. She has looked into different areas, talking about the frequency of time a child should eat, the most important aspect of food in a child's meal, and what are the contents that a child's meal should contain. What is your advice to our audience?
Well, I would say that nutrition is an investment in a child's life. When your child has access to good food, I tell you, you are investing in that child. It's much more better than buying land or buying car. Feed your child well, because our children, they're the leaders and the leaders of tomorrow. So when they are well fed, they do well in school. School performance is good. The child comes out in good grades. The child gets a good job. You can be rest assured that, of course, this child I've invested in will take care of me in my old age. So nutrition is key, and it's medicine of now and not just tomorrow.
Wow. Nutrition is an investment. Nutrition is an investment. Parents, let's take note of that. When you invest in your child, you will gain it tomorrow. Lastly, ma'am, I would like to ask one question. If you will have any opportunity to change anything in the educational standard or in the educational system in Nigeria, considering your position as a nutritionist, what will it be?
I'm sure you definitely know what my stand will be. For us to incorporate school meal in the school curriculum, whereby children will have access to eating adequate meals even in school. We understand that the mothers are actually very busy. truth be told, they might not be able to give that child, even in the morning, good food that that child needs. But if, not talking about public school alone now, even in private school, if the mother is the busy type that will have to leave home very early as 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock to go to work, of course the mother has to work. But such a mother can actually partner with the school and let school owners make quality food available for children at a fee that will be affordable for the mother. Because I'm sure that even the school owners want the best for those children they're looking after. So if the school meal is made affordable, the mother will be able to pay for it, and the school will actually give that child quality meal that will enhance the child's good school performance, and the mother will also be happy that the child is learning and the child is eating well.
It's been a wonderful time with the nutritionist, Mrs. Temitope Sikiiru. It's really an experience sharing your wealth of knowledge. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to learn so much from your wealth of knowledge. We would like our audience to drop their comments in the comments below. We want to know what you think about nutrition in child development. We would like to know what you think about good nutrition. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Talk 30 with Buki Lawal, and press the bell button so that you can be notified whenever we drop a video. I remain your host, Buki Lawal.